So hey there folks, welcome back to Do Devs. Today is the last video that's going to come out on HTML. After that we'll be going forward towards CSS. Now today we are going to talk about IDs and classes in HTML. So let me just start with our boilerplate code here. That's it. Inside the title, let me just write IDs and classes. Save it, and let's just start with an h2 tag and say do devs. Let's just make it an h1 tag, and here let's just give an h3 tag and say community for developers, and give a p tag here and give some dummy texts. Now I don't think I have talked about this. To give dummy text inside an HTML document, you write lorem and give the number of words you want inside your dummy text. Let's just say I want 50 words. I write 50 without any spaces and hit enter. That gives me 50 words, dummy words. Now I'll just wrap my text, save it. I'll go live, and here we have our h1 tag which says do devs, the h3 tag which says the community for developers, and the paragraph tag which has the paragraph. Now what are classes and IDs? See, the HTML ID attribute is used to specify a unique ID for an HTML element. You cannot have more than one element with the same ID in an HTML document. Like if I give this h1 tag an ID of heading, then I cannot give this same ID to this h3 tag or this paragraph tag. But classes, on the other hand, they are used to specify a class for an HTML element, and multiple elements can have the same class. For example, I can write here class and write here orange BG. This will not give it an orange background, but I want to name the h3 tag such that as if I want to give it an orange background later on. And I'll write here class orange background. Let me give another p tag with 20 words. So I'll write lorem 20 and hit enter. Save it. Go live. And this is our second paragraph. This is our first paragraph. Now here let me just write class blue text. Classes and IDs are sort of naming techniques. IDs are unique to an element, and multiple elements can have the same class. Like this h3 and this p tag have the same class name. This p tag has a class, and this h1 has a unique ID named heading. Similarly, I can give another ID to this one also, this p tag. Let me just write dummy underscore text. And for this particular element, I can give multiple classes. So let's just write yellow BG. So what we established here is every ID needs to be unique. Multiple elements can have the same class, and the same element can have multiple classes. To demonstrate it, I know we have not gone into CSS, but bear with me guys. I'll just give a style tag in here and say dot heading, no, not hash heading. What I'm doing here is I'm writing the style tag which give styles to an HTML document. By the way, I'm writing a style tag, and inside it I'm referencing this particular ID. To reference an ID, we write we give a hashtag sign, and after that we write the name of the ID. Let me just write color aqua. Save it, go back to the browser, and you'll see it has the color aqua, the h1 tag. Now let's say I want to reference the orange bg class. Since it's a class, we have to start with a dot, and after the dot we write the name of the class. Let me just write background color, hit enter, and write orange. Save it. Now since h3 has an orange background class and this paragraph has an orange background class, both these elements will have the same orange background. You can see that here. Now let's just make it interesting. I'll just write a class here, yellow bg. So this class and this class, so this p tag and this h1 tag have the same class. The h1 tag has a different heading and the p tag has one other class. So let's just give styles for them too. I'll write dot yellow bg. Class names can be anything, by the way, huh? Background color yellow and dot blue text color blue. I'll save it. So we have defined our styles. So let's just go over it once more. This h1 has an ID of heading, so it will have a color of aqua, but it has a class of yellow bg, so it will have a background color of yellow. This h3 element has a class orange bg. In the orange bg we have stated that the background color has to be orange, so this particular h3 will have an orange background color. Same with the p tag in here. We have not defined any styles for the dummy text ID, but you can go forward and do so yourself. But the p tag will have an orange background, and this p tag right here has two classes, the blue text and the yellow bg. So it will have a background color of yellow and a text color of blue. I'll save it, go back to the browser, and there you have it. This is our last paragraph, which has, if you see carefully, I'll just increase the size. If you see here, this particular paragraph has a text color of blue and a background color of yellow. This particular paragraph has a background color of orange. This particular h3 has a background color of orange, and this particular h1 has a text color of aqua and a background color of yellow. So classes and IDs are a way so that we can reference them and give them styles through CSS. So that's it for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like. If you want to see more such content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, folks.